back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all sight.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
76, kill him. 76. 76.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, Chuck, 20.
Here we go. Tight end right, tight end right. Even. 4 down, even. Mike check 33. I got you, son.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
We go, 76.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. And He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike check 33. 33.
Goff on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Mike check 33.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Motion, motion, motion.
Super 66.
Check 33. 33.
We own them. We own them.
To throw is Goff. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mike check 33. 33.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Super 1.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
14. 14.
Out of the gun. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long for Mayfield. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Randall Cobb, 91 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Super one, super one.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check line 33, check line 33.
Ric Flair.
Shit, watch the shit.
Maverick, Maverick.
Throwing on 3rd, Gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Alert, 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 alert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Exit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield able to find Harris, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Jones. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Value 3, value 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Third and long. It's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Well, this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Finds the mic. Finds the mic.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now Goff. Buying time to it. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mayfield down, and Anderson's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 39, Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive will start with Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
5. You think you gonna get this? Tank, kill. 5.
Check 33. 33.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here, because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do, and the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking scheme.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. D. Ford in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Slam, slam, slam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, here's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Atlanta, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.